All right, hi guys. Now we are on to our lesson worksheet side A. So we're gonna be doing side A together just like we do in class, and then you guys will finish side B by yourself. So we're gonna go through the line, and actually what I'm gonna do is because we're gonna act like it's just normal class, is I'm gonna ask each student in our class the different questions, and I'm going to give a little bit of time for that student to shout out, and then we're going to go ahead and do it together. So let's go ahead, and the first thing we always do is make sure we circle side A to make sure we're not doing all of our work on side B on accident. Then we're going to look at our name line here. Now, Cody, can you tell me how many centimeters does it want our name line to be? That's right, 7 centimeters. Good job, Cody. I totally know that you said it out loud. So we're gonna go ahead and measure that up. Now remember what I always have to do. I have to line it up with my what? With my 0. Make sure my 0, or remember if your end of your ruler doesn't have a 0 and it just has that starting line, you gotta start at that starting point. It is centimeters, so I'm checking to make sure that I am on my centimeter side of the ruler. Now we gotta look again. 7 centimeters, like Cody said. So we're gonna stop at what number, everybody? 7, that's right. So go ahead and draw your line to the number 7 and stop. All right, make sure you write your name on there and your number. All right, now we're gonna move on to the date line. Now, Grant, I'm gonna need your help here. We're gonna line up our ruler. Everyone line up your ruler. All right, Grant, how long is our date line? Good job, Grant. That's right, 6 centimeters. So we are gonna write 6 centimeters on the line, and today's date is 3-17-20. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. All right, number 1, let's go ahead and move our ruler out of the way. All right, I'm gonna let Elliot go ahead and read this problem out loud. All right, there are 247 children in grade 1, 291 children in grade 2, and 308 children in grade 3. So it has a bunch of different questions for us on this one. So the first one it says is which grade has the most children? So let's look real quick. So grade 1 has 247. Go ahead and box that. Grade 2 has 291, and I'm gonna have to do kind of a little funny box because it kind of goes on to the next line. And then last, 308 children are in grade 3. All right, Valentino, which grade has the most children in it? Yeah, good job, Valentino. Grade 3, right? Because if we look at our numbers, we have 2, 2, and 3. Which one is the biggest? 3. So we're going to write grade 3. All right, now it wants to know which grade has the fewest children. All right, Jameson, look at your numbers. Which grade has the fewest children? We have 247 children in grade 1, 291 children in grade 2, and we already know 308 children in grade 3. So let's look. So the trick that we always talk about is we look at that first number. Now, 308 we know is the biggest, and we're trying to find the smallest. The next two numbers have the same number in front. So what do I need to do, Jameson? Yeah, I need to look at that second number, right? So if 2 is the same, I have to go on to the next one. Which one's bigger, 9 or 4? Yeah, 9 is bigger than 4, right? So my fewest children is gonna be grade 1 that has 247. Good job, Jameson. All right, now it wants to know how many children are in grades 1 and 2 all together. So remember my tricky words. There's always those sneaky words in our problems that tell us ding, 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 ding. This is what type of problem it is. Who can tell me? Actually, we're on Mackenzie. Mackenzie, what type of problem is this if it's saying, how much is it all together? Yeah, addition, right? When it's saying all together, that means like it wants you to add it up. So we're gonna go ahead and do our number sentence. So it wants only grade 1 and grade 2. So I'm gonna look at grade 1. I have 247 children in grade 1. And children is such a big word and I only have one line. So I'm gonna do C. Plus, now it wants grade 2. So let's look at grade 2. 291. So plus 291C equals, now let's go up to our workspace. I always love putting the bigger number on top first. So I'm going to do 291 plus 247. I'll give you some time to line that up. All right, now I'm gonna do my sneaky lines that help me and remind me to carry if I need to. Now I remember this is my ones, these are my tens, and these are my hundreds. All right, so I'm on number 7, Nathan. Nathan, can you tell me when we are adding, what do we always go for first? Do we add our hundreds first, our tens first, or our ones first? Yeah, good job, Nathan. Our ones. So let's go ahead and go to our ones right here. I'm going to go right down. What are my 2 numbers in my 1 section? 1 plus 7. Everybody shout it out. What's 1 plus 7? 8. Good job. Now I'm going to move on to my tens. I didn't have to carry over, so I'm just going to move on to my next section. What is 9 plus 4, everybody? Yeah, 13. Good job. Wait a second, I have 13. That's a double-digit number. So I always have to put down my 1 section first. So there's my 3. Then I got to carry over my second digit. So do plus 1. Then I have to add up all my hundreds now. So first let's add up. What's 2 plus 2? 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Excellent job, guys. All right, then I'm going to box my answer here. Double check my answer, 8, 13. I carried my 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. Yep, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and write 538C. And then my answer, and I always have to write out my label on my answer. Remember, we do this because in 2nd grade, this is our expectation. So we want to practice now so we don't miss silly marks next year. So 538 children. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and just scoot this up so you can still see it if you are still working. Number 2, I have 1 quarter, 2 dimes, 3 nickels, and a penny. Draw the coins. All right, so who can tell me how much is a quarter worth if I have 1 quarter and I'm on Sasha? Sasha, how much is a quarter worth? Yeah, 25 cents. Good job. So I'm going to draw kind of a big coin here, right? Because quarters are big. And there were 25, so I'm going to write 25 inside. All right, next I need 2 dimes. All right, it's Rebecca. Rebecca, how much is a dime worth? Yeah, 10 cents. Good job. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 10 cent. And then I have 2 of them. 2 10 cents. All right, now I'm going to move on to the nickels. And it says I have 3 nickels. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a nickel. Nickels are a little bit bigger than a dime. There's my 3 nickels. All right, Matthew, how much is a nickel worth? How much is a nickel worth? Yeah, 5. Good job. So I'm going to go ahead and write 5, 5, and 5. All right. Then it says, and 1 penny. So I need to draw my penny. My penny is about that size. All right. And I am on Selah. Selah, how much is a penny worth? Oh, good job. Yes, 1 cent. So now I need to add up all of my money, and it wants me to write them in the 2 different ways. So before I even add up my money, I'm going to go, okay, what are the 2 different ways I can write money? So the first way is what, Emma? Yeah, it could be either the cent sign way. What's the other one, Emma? Yeah, the dollar way. So we're going to do a dollar sign, decimal, and then leave our blanks. So let's go ahead and check how much money we have. So when I'm adding, I can add them and go side to side, or I can group ones that I know equal a bigger amount. So let's go ahead and group them today. So I know that 5 plus 5 is what, everybody? 10, good job. And I know 10 plus 10 is 20, good job. All right, so I could go and I add, okay, 20 plus 10 is 30. All right, then I have 30 plus 25 is 55. And then I could go 55 plus 5 is 60, and then 61, right? That's one way I could add it up. Or I could count 25, 35, 45, good, 50, 55, good, 60, 61. So those are the two different ways that you could add that up. So now that I know it's 61 cents, I'm gonna write 61. Now, what do I do for my dollar one? Yeah, good job. I put a 0 in front and then put that 61 cents after those decimals. Excellent job, guys. All right, now let's go ahead and move on to number 3. So I'm gonna go up top. All right, so number 3, it says, measure each side of this rectangle in problem 2 using centimeters. Find the perimeter, number sentence, and perimeter. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our ruler out again. Make sure, what am I measuring with? Inches or centimeters? Centimeters, good job. All right, now I'm on Jeremiah. Jeremiah, we're gonna do this top line right here. Go ahead and line up your ruler. Tell us how long that side of the rectangle is, Jeremiah. Yeah, 8 centimeters, good job, sir. All right, so we're gonna write 8 centimeters right here. Now, let's go ahead and wait. Yeah, I thought of that too. Great job, Jeremiah. If this is 8 centimeters, how long is this one? Yeah, 8 centimeters again. So I'm gonna write 8 centimeters right here. Excellent job. All right, now we can go ahead and measure the next one. All right, Colin, your turn. So we're gonna line up our ruler, make sure it's nice and straight. All right, how many centimeters is that, Colin? Good, 2 centimeters. So I'm gonna write 2 centimeters. And just like Jeremiah pointed out, is this side gonna be the same too? Yes, it is. So this is gonna be 2 centimeters as well. All right, so our perimeter, remember we have to add up all the sides to figure out what our perimeter is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my 2 8 centimeters first. So 8 centimeters plus 8 centimeters plus what comes next? Yeah, 2 centimeters plus 2 centimeters equals, all right, so let's go ahead and look at that. So first off, what is 8 plus 8? Good, 16, right? The double fact. And then what's 2 plus 2? 4. So 16 plus 4 is 20. Good job. 20 centimeters. I also could do like 8 plus 2 is 10, and then 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20 centimeters. So my perimeter is 20 centimeters. All right, let's go ahead and move on to number 4. I'm going to scoot on up. We are on our clock. All right, so my trick that I always love to do on my clock is I like to write my minutes in. Hey, guess what? Are we using our times 5s that we just talked about this morning? Yes, we are. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, but we write 0, 0 when we do our o'clock at 12. All right, so let's go ahead and read number 4. All right, Sadie, go ahead and read number 4 for us. Good job. It says show 7:29 on both clocks. So the first thing I need to do is I'm actually going to do my minute hand first. So 7:29. So 29, let's look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, wait, 30. Where's 29 gonna be? Yeah, we have to count by the little ones in the middle, right? So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, go all the way to the top. There's our 29. So we know it's 29. Now let's do our hour. Remember, our hour is always our little hand, and this is 7. But we have to remember when it has minutes after it, we have to go halfway between 2 numbers. So if it's 7:29, what 2 numbers is it going to be in the middle of, Cairo? Yeah, good job. 7 and the 8. So go ahead and put your hour hand right between the 7 and the 8, right? Because if I hooked that, 7:29, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put my 7 right here. Excellent job, Cairo. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to number 5. Number 5. All right, so it says, which unit of measure is best for telling how much a dog would weigh? All right, so when we're looking at this one, let's go ahead and move through all of them. So an ounce, so a water bottle, if I had a water bottle right here, if I have a water bottle, this is, let's see if we can see the ounces. Whoop. Look, focus on there. Is 16.9 fluid ounces. Would you measure a dog by ounces? No, not ounces. Now a quart would be how we measure like a big jug of water. Would I measure a dog by a big jug of water? No. A foot, now that is how long this entire ruler is. Could that measure how much a dog weighs? No. What about a pound? Like I could say that the chickens weighed less than a pound. Could I measure a dog by pounds? Yes, I could, right? Just like you would say like, oh, I weigh such and such pounds. You can measure a dog by pounds. So that is the correct answer. All right, for number 6, I'm gonna go ahead and do my sneaky lines to help me out. Bring down my $sign and my decimal on this one. All right, so on these ones, I'm gonna let you guys do these by yourself, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk through them. So if you wanna pause the video to take your time to finish at this point, go ahead and do that. All right, let's go ahead and talk these out. So when I'm doing, just like I did for problem number 1, when I'm adding 3-digit numbers, I always do my sneaky lines and I add my hundreds, tens, ones. Now, what section do I always start with? And I am on Isabel Soto. The ones, good job, Isabel. So 8 plus 2 is what, my friend Ethan? Yes, 10, good job. So I'm gonna bring down that 0, carry that 1 to my 10 spot. All right, now I'm on Mila. Let's go ahead and add these up, Mila. 7 plus 1 is 8. Good job. 8 plus 1 is 9. Excellent. All right, now I'm on Mia. What's 2 plus 3, Mia? 5. Excellent job. So my answer is 590. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got that correct. Nice job, guys. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next one. I am on my friend Russell. All right, Russell, this is addition. So 8 plus 4 is what, Russell? Good job, 12. So I have to bring down that 2, carry that 1. Excellent job. All right, Tori, what is 9 plus 2? Good job, 11, and then I got to add that one other 1, so that's going to be 12. Carry the 1. Isabel Wu? Good, yeah, 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 1 more is 4. So my answer is $4.22. All right, let's go ahead and do this next one. Now, let's look at these signs. Subtraction. If you're having a hard time remembering to check those signs, go ahead and circle your subtraction signs. All right, let's go ahead and look at this first one. So Caleb, I have 5 minus 6. Can I subtract 6 things from 5? No, I can't, right? So I need to do what, everybody? Borrow. Good job. So I'm going to cross out that 7. It turns into a 6. Then I'm going to bring that plus 10 over. 5 plus 10 is 15. Now I need to do 15 minus 6. Who knows what 15 minus 6 is? Yeah, 9, right? So we're going to do 9. And then 6 minus 3 is 3. Good job. So my whole answer is 39. And there's no labels on this one, so just the number. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this next one. All right, let's do it all together. 6 minus 3? 3. Good job. 4 minus 2? 2. Excellent. So my answer is 23. Great job, guys. This was our first math lesson together. Go ahead and complete side B of this for homework. And when you are done, have mom or dad, auntie or uncle, grandma, grandpa, whoever you are working with right now, snap a picture of side B and send it to me for your homework. We are going to be moving on to the next worksheet. So we're going to go ahead and put this aside and go ahead and pull out this next worksheet. Now this next worksheet, we're gonna be talking about mixed numbers. So a mixed number is when you have one whole, meaning like a whole piece, and a part or a fraction. So I'm gonna make sure my name is on this. All right, so one whole piece equals the number 1. And we're going to write a mixed number to show the value of the pattern blocks in each problem. So let's go ahead and look at these ones. So I have one whole piece already, so I'm going to write a big number 1. Now look at this piece. If I move this piece over into my whole piece, how many pieces do I have now? 2. Excellent. So on my fraction, I'm going to write I have one piece out of 2, because this is half of 1. So this is 1 1/2. That is my mixed number for this one. All right, number 2. We're going to do it again, but now it gives us triangles. So how many whole pieces do I have? 1, 2. So I'm going to write a big number 2. Now I have to figure out what part of the fraction are my triangles. So I'm going to break this guy up real quick. So I have him in half now with these pieces, but I have to turn these into triangles. So I'm going to go 1 triangle and then another line. Ooh, how many triangles did I just make? 3. Good job. Now I'm going to break it down over here. All right, let's see how many triangles it makes to make one whole. So for my bottom part of my fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. It takes 6 triangles to make one whole. So I'm going to put 6 on the bottom. And then how many pieces does that give me? 1. So 2 and 1/6. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 3. Ooh, now they gave me rhombuses. So how many whole pieces do I have again? 1. Good job. All right, now it wants to know how many pieces does it take to make a whole. So let's go ahead. I'm actually going to take this one and just make one of these by going like this. So I just completed that. Is this shape the same as this shape? Yes, it is. So it takes 1, 2, 3 pieces to complete one of these. So my bottom number is going to be how many? 1, 2, 3. How many pieces did they actually give me? 1 and 2. So 1 2/3 is going to be number 3. All right, now number 4, I know you guys don't have pattern blocks at home, so I'm gonna go ahead and just free draw it with you. It says show 1, and 1/3 in pictures. We have to draw the blocks. So we already know that 1 is one whole hexagon right here. So we're gonna go ahead and draw that out. Do the best you can. It does not have to look beautiful. So there is 1. Now I need 1/3. Let's look back here. Which one of these pieces, this guy, or this guy, took 3 to fill up the whole hole? Use the bottom of your fractions to give you a clue. Let's look. 2, 6, 3. So it only took 3 of these pieces to create this. So I have to draw 1/3, which means I have to draw how many pieces? 1. So I'm just gonna go doop, 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 doop. There's my rhombus. So now I have 1 and 1/3 because it takes 3 of those to create a hole. All right, so now it says on the back of the paper, so you can do this on the back of your paper if you want. I'm gonna leave it up and I'm just gonna kind of draw a squiggly line here. But it says show 2 and 3 6 on the back of the paper. So I need 2 holes. 1, 2. All right, now I gotta show 3 6. So I gotta find which one of these took 6 of them to create. 2, 6. So it took 6 triangles, and it wants me to only show 3 6. So I'm gonna draw how many triangles? 3 triangles. Good job. So I'm actually gonna draw my top part of my shape here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna break those down into triangles like I did before. So 1 triangle, 2 triangles, 3 triangles. So now I have 1, 2, and 3 6. All right, guys, that is it for math today. I will be posting some more videos for what you need to do for science and different things today. So good luck. You are doing awesome so far. Welcome to the first day of online learning. If you need to pause this video at any point or rewind it if you need to see it again, feel free to do so. I'm going to be leaving these up on Dojo for the entire week. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.